Alright, let's get it started. Just do my weekly bosses real quick. Gonna lock in. Right. Let's go. I wasted that. I keep forgetting to. At least we got a little Hydra swirl.
Managed to touch my level. Wind strike. Be silent. Night falls. You cannot face me.
Installation chamber deployed.
Observe. Blade.
Great. And we got a dream solvent as well. That's what we like to see. Alright, let's go and fight the chess pieces. I wonder if flames will work against it. Well, we'll try. If we die, then I'ma just do it over with Skak. I'ma just do it over with Skak.
Defensive mode engaged.
Are you quite finished? Night falls. Wind strike.
Okay.
Queen should present a united front.
Queen.
Have a ball.
Should not have used that all day.
Sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
Okay, this is the part that we have to see if flames will work.
Clouds high. Birds call.
Ultimatum protocol. Installation chamber deployed.
Observe. Let us dance, my dearest.
Try to remember the steps this time.
Situation.
Okay, we might actually die.
I thought I had it memorized. Observe the night coming.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Okay.
I dance for you, my dear.
Initiated.
Be silent.
Okay, should kill it out here.
Close your eyes. Burn.
No. Okay, but
Arrive.
That will leave defensive mode engaged.
okay. We're just going to res Flins. Ooh, another dream solver. That's actually crazy. If we get one here, that'll be 3 in a row. Alright, let me go and heal real quick. Alright, let me go and do Gesäutert on that land. Gesäutert. First time trying flints and all these bosses.
Time to go.
Damn.
Observe. Night falls. Fear the dark.
Blood's hot. The birds come.
Be silent. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Okay, that was easy. Okay. I'm gonna spend. Okay, I'm gonna do that after the course so I can have a 40. Alright, I'm gonna claim my commissions now. Claim my coms.
Add ast. I am sorry.
Oh, I only spent 90 resin. Okay, that means. Okay, hold on. Okay, I just gotta do a one commission. One singular commission. Okay, I'm gonna just do this one. This one should be the simplest.
Into the wind.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Wait. Oh, we reach friendship 10 and Bina. Again. Because we can change to put it on hers. That I didn't even get Durance on. Wow. That's crazy. But I should get Durance on just now. Where is it here? Use. Alright. Now let me go back and claim my commissions.
Add ast. Thank you for. Add ast.
Okay. Alright, I guess we can do Varka's quest now. I still have all these to do, damn. Oh, I did move, I did all of them already. Oh, it's just up the side. No, I have these to do. Next patch, I'ma probably do, probably Sino's second one, yeah. And let me accept this quest. And let me navigate.
Rika's letter in our bag.
Okay, put on focused experienced. And now let's view the letter. Long time no see, da 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 da.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through.
Alright, so Venti wants to see us.
Oh, it's from the tone deaf bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all of.
Alright. Okay. Damn, so far, bro. Guess we got some walking to do. Alright. This color actually looks so nice this time of day. It looks clean. Cecilia. Yo. Lol.
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Yeah, just call me Lumi. Just call me Lumi.
Wow, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Not Cry, but it sounds like you've already.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth.
So we rough up our Senna. Rough up the doctor. And the real moon come by. Simple as that.
My wine and my lyre are at the... Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the...
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't
Gosh.
seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Right. My mom was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he...
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside.
Bruh.
It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were
Damn.
moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Damn. Goodness.
They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Now so long he taken to kill our ruin god. That's crazy.
Is that all you've got?
Hey, Lohan, boy.
Oh, bring it on.
like that.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
Goodness, boy.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight of...
The bard in green clothes. Does this mean... You're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
I would have gone to the
Yeah,
angel
okay,
shit.
hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, vice captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did...
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. In fact,
Bro.
he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes-A-Lot.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts.
Yeah, before the phone come along.
So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
Gotta give it a letter.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, oh, sorry, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
But Vendito va be here.
Oh, he also said to remind you.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
Yeah, because you want to talk to me about the letter.
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this
Get me that, man.
wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours.
Let's go! It's been a while since...
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
I'm on the best guide into that.
The Wild Hunt. Andreas,
Oh yeah, I forgot that was in the trailer.
get home safe, Varka.
The Abyss, Wild Hunt, and Andreas. Damn.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster! Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Bruh.
Oh, it's just a few stragglers. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets. We will make our triumphant return!
Gosh. I'm going to play with goatness too. How your physical doing more than the animal, bro? That even making any sense?
Without the ratio of Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Fox.
What we should be wary of.
Grandmaster,
Based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Yes, sir. Let me see goodness. Boreas. Andreas.
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now?
What?
I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly. It's your turn, my friend.
Gosh.
Andreas.
Come forth.
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by Boreas.
Whoa.
Huh?
Injustice, corruption, iniquity.
Gosh.
Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever?
Nah, let me see the face. Let me see the face.
Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Gosh.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Gosh. Red Andreas, boy. Nah, don't tell me I had to go and fight he with animal and physical, you know. I better have pyro.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily trade. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
That's
Wow! Sure writes a lot. Is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master.
no, the difference for the letters is that only certain people will know certain things.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the...
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
Mom bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are the...
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Yes, sir.
Great. But I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself.
Very well, but please remember to show...
I will.
Who that could be, boy? Razo. That is Raza, boy. Bruh. That is just in my Antita.
Time to go.
Yeah, most likely she got the same message as Venti.
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it?
Huh? But Varka's coming back.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the north, be they the wild hunt. And yet, for some reason, I can't.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, facts.
If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my... I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they, too, need protecting. And some... well, some might not even want to be a knight yet.
Facts.
Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return.
Hey, look at Lacqua.
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
I ain't seen a while. Working hard. That what going on with you?
The lineage of the Knights of
Hitting the
Favonius has
books.
nearly been extinguished
Book
in
saloon.
Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did.
Only thing is lecturer assignment, and this, I mean, I would say at least 40%. This week I have 2 midterms. Yeah, next week I have 2 midterms. And I had to submit a project. And after that, I literally just have one more project to do until the final. So I kinda get rid like at least like 40% of the thing already. And this week going and get rid of like 80% of it. So yeah, we'll see how it go. But I mean, you're doing what, 5 courses? I mean, you get through. Just don't feel again. And looking. Then it's big money, big work. And then you're shooting for the
But
stars.
he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean...
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediate. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few...
Huh?
You don't seem surprised. Did you sense something in The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all now. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow... I kept my speculations to myself, however. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duvall and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand...
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motive.
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now... And as it turns out, the Calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions. Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure the Grandmaster is relieved to know that it's in place.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the angels share now.
Yeah, get to meet my dog, Big Kaya. Big dog Kaya. Big dog Kaya.
Not even one spicy fish. Jules from Liyue. Come take a look.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for...
Please. I've known that little
You're not
trick for a
supposed to
good
be
10
drinking
years at least.
Rosaria.
You'll have to offer something.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk?
Kaya! Rosaria!
Looks like.
A little liveliness never killed anyone.
Rosaria got it though.
Allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing...
He nags like an old man.
Huh? Drop what?
Nothing, really. Before... He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius. And I declined.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
I wasn't seeing the full picture.
And my Dark Knight hero.
I've had a lot of time to reflect since then. But my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable.
Bruh.
I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
Someone like man.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been back?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and...
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh. Kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking...
Very good. Talk to everyone. Oh. Where the hell was I? Everyone upstairs photo.
What should I report back to the public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh, and a review of the latest...
My reply won't be a long one.
So you just decide to walk up the
If
stairs?
you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Yeah, that ain't really argument. That just a
So what's really
disagreement.
going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome D-Luke back. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. Not only that, but it happened to a knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and... But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous,
Bloodstained.
principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Yikes!
Well, apparently his original title, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the white. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point, but had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking D-Luke to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened. That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but...
Let's go and make things make sense. Go and make things make sense. Random. Yo.
What's going on here? Was Wolfendom always like this? Paimon has a bad feeling about the Wild Hunt. What are they doing here? Watch out!
What the hell? You white hunting here, man.
One with nature.
Observe.
Are you alright? Oh no! What now?
It's just Lohan.
Stop right there. Answer me this.
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, Paimon passed a test?
You may dispense with your suspicions. The Wolfpack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attacker showed no ability.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now.
Sure was.
Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the wild hunt. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though.
Yeah, something off about my guy. Let me see. Yo, why is it so ominous? Yo. Razor.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so...
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one the source of this turmoil. I can sense it.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused.
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
You and this up.
The Wolf King, Andrius, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Tondef Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bait as the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent. Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired. The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold. Just as Lupus Boreas had once done, the knight asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus So, this is the world the humans dreamed of.
World of freedom.
Though the knight's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that...
You need not feel remorse. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me that is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered...
Andrius should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the reason to... And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines. A scent that reeks of blood.
Roland.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he...
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before he severed his connection to Boreas, It was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it. Beyond that, I know not if he...
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make an... As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now. If you ask him nicely...
No wonder I can suddenly sense...
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now.
Varka is...
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person, along with perhaps a diminutive...
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt.
I stay in.
Razor, give me your...
Gosh. Gosh. We get sold, but...
Give this token to the current Knight of Boreas. It is a wolf spirit. It can...
Okay, enough for me, never mind.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. They would to prevent the entanglement of souls. The most I can do is temporarily house my power and thought. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he
Yeah, it's the fighting spirit.
The great wolf king of the north remains strong for now.
I will protect Lupakal. The north?
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I ready there, dog. I ready there, dog. For you.
Running when you get to Nodcry. The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas, Dominator of Wolves and he once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years when the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form. Boreas chose to pour his... Any questions before you set off?
About a ruler.
500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to be... He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light. But what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? And what is its... Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground. The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, and Andreas is a master of molding and shaping it. His people once drew great strength and wisdom from the wolf spirit. But human hearts and flesh cannot contain the soul of a god. Attempting to place the wolf spirit in a human vessel would slow... That's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. It is, in fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf a bond was made. As much as he might claim not to accept humans, his actions sing a different tune. Oh, but keep that little observation. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
Yes, sir. I like Valen. I mean, I could have just teleport, but it's alright. It's cool.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
You could fly by, man. Come on. Nah.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster!
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
It's about that time.
And I'm on too.
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest knight?
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Solnari.
Okay, this is Roland.
But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not.
Guess they're retreating for...
So that Wolf of the North look-alike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt? And, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right?
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him. True. We're still not certain of his true identity. Killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is...
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly when it comes to Andreas's remnant soul. Exactly. Sounds like you... I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
Yes, alright.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, look, Negra.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait? Great. While we're...
Once that everything cool.
And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Rahir of Solnari's control. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rerir resides. What we are...
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andreas' spirit. Namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa. Hold on. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessel. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the the Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted, and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so, remains unclear.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Tevat. But we can keep those questions on the back burner.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals.
Mm.
Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods in that land. The passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me?
Take it. Gosh. Yeah.
Come forth, Boreas.
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid my soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the lake. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have a final wish before I slumber.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting
Andreas
thoughts into the
then.
mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds...
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we...
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to... However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first night of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments, if we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to murder.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments?
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during...
Huh? Wait.
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible not just the Wild Hunt in the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
That means you're ready. You're ready.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends.
Bobby.
Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means, but of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to—
Okay, so 3 more.
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. But we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact— The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans.
With our foe being from Mondstadt,
And since the Wild Hunt is involved.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also.
So, what do they need me here for? Wait,
Gagawin intel.
maybe I signed a contract at some point.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our
Yep.
friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide
As
intel
expected.
and relay battlefield communications.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy. All right, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Yeah. Lego. Alright, let's go and beat this guy. Let's go and give him up to the ley line. Let's go and give him up to the ley line.
Didn't you say fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
Gosh.
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
Capture any sword, I
I
guess.
once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit.
Okay, let's step back into that, but there's some trash. Gosh.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either. Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you... I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends...
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. Allegiance to the abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate. Then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable.
Yeah.
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him.
Yeah, same thing we do with here.
Let me think. How is it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that you... Actually, neither do I.
Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name.
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a...
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together.
Big words from Wicca.
Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland.
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for him after Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity. Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver, but trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever since.
Quite the antique, then. But how exactly is it supposed to...
Yeah.
Hey! What happened to Mr. Plans for every contingency? You're just...
What can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. I've been doing it that way for the whole expedition. But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa, it actually worked?
All that talking for that.
You really are making this up as you go along.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If
Yeah.
what you say is true. The monsters I've slain. A great and ancient kingdom was wrong. The code of chivalry. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that,
Farewell,
his
humanity.
farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I? Dainsleif? No. It bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
We daarvoor neer.
So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary.
I don't know what the hell you know spell there, but
Once he had
you
learned
good, sure.
his fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead, and on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you.
You won't be dead alone.
Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides, it wasn't a fully formed plan back then. That about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again. No plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god.
A plan that they don't even tell me about.
If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean and Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be another way. Like a backup plan?
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved...
Nope. It's a total disaster.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just
Gosh, fighting time. Motto.
What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for no...
Me not agree, big dog. But say less. Say less.
What's the situation?
We ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off. Albedo said we should split into 2 teams and continue searching while he and the others kept the Wild Hunt occupied.
Good call. Locating the Wolf Spirit Fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought him out before we ran into trouble. This is the 2 teams are holed up here and here. They should.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right? Do we have any more troops available?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now.
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be...
Amazing. Just in the...
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all...
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after the logistics company has very limited provisions, only enough for a single battle.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out.
Sure thing.
Alright, this is the man you decide to join the squad dog. Resistance. Marado? Okay, I'll just go here, I guess. I mean... Okay, I should have pirate this time. Last time that was doing physical Varka.
The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any weaker as the battle goes on. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for deploying explosives.
Good. Wait for my signal.
What kind of stupidness is this, man? Alright, dog, let me just go and move these men, dog, with these hands, dog.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here. Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Thunder! Is that the signal to say they're ready? It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir!
Bruh.
Ready? Fire!
Bruh. You telling me we could not just defeat them? You needed to do all that.
The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to pose a real... Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yeah?
That's not exactly very...
We split the search area between us and the Retniki. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway.
Absolutely. Good to go.
We've run right through our supplies. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Push.
Looks like the same situation here.
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful...
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir!
Hey. Alright, let me see what's going on here.
On me. Off the ante. Thunder! Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
You could just appear from thin air.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Whew. I'm glad that's finally over.
Brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, no problem.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the abyss...
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
No, this is what we're talking about. Now what them next brothers do.
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though. Is everyone willing to keep fighting?
It would be our pleasure, Mr. Varka.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out.
Move out.
The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys must be easily amused. You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy while the Lightkeepers dispel the mist. Everyone? Yes, sir!
Yes, sir.
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Yeah.
Time to counterattack!
Sweeping in! On me. On me.
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
Come on, man.
This Wild Hunt doesn't know Traveler.
Mr. Varka,
Just like last time. Only a night. Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Favonius proud.
Yes.
Either we all march back to Mondstadt together.
Or no one does. Kiki.
The final fragment is right there.
Come on.
Let me down.
Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. Don't let me down, down, down.
It seems you have collected them all.
Yeah. And with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by... If you need a moment to rest, take it.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight.
Rah!
Wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel.
Gosh.
is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. For a moment there, I thought I might...
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. You're the only one still standing. Honorary knight, fine.
We can't lose our Varka. Please, you have...
Gosh, man see das fight scene, gosh.
You're holding back, Knight of Bor. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of of a god. While you dare not swing, your plan is doomed to fail. How can the hope...
You're...
Andrius's question, Boreas's answer. The means to bear a soul, though the false path may be wide and welcoming. Only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope!
Gosh. Yo. We actually fighting.
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day...
For the next part, it's over to you. Outlander who caught the wind.
Yes, sir. Without we, what these niggas would I be doing, man?
The sword is unbroken. But it looks like I'm no longer in reality. This must be a space built from the entangled consciousnesses of Boreas and Roland. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the Wolf's Maw. Huh. Guess the only way is through.
The only way is true.
A Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Lonely warrior, take me to see him.
Bom, que agora é. Following wolf.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Yeah, no pyro. Give me that, chef. Use a special skill.
Is this the fairest shadow? It doesn't look like an image.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
Ravenwood. Could do with some of that right now.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles. On me.
Okay, the next one is over there. Okay, bro. Yeah, let's see.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
And that way is the abyss.
Malicious lies! Stormwind!
Alright, let's cleanse this.
My old friend.
This is not where your path
Is this
ends.
Varka's longins?
You must continue on.
When they're nice longins. No, I don't know if there were chests.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. On me.
You what?
I can't hide from it.
You must deliver it.
Gosh. We're using a Rostam longin.
Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was planning on doing.
Warrior, step forward.
Okay. Let's see.
Is this the heart of the wolf?
Ooh, just like the one in Wolfendom. Roland.
After countless
countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships. I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn. Utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish.
You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path. But when I look at you, I do not see a hero capable of slaying dragons.
I guess we have that much in common.
The Rayhir of Solnari's forces have been defeated. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but therefore I, in my current form, after redeeming you from injustice and guiding your surrender to the abyss.
The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined. I suppose...
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Neither otherwise. Why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas' single thought? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that bears its form. You no longer have the means to change the situation, and no one will come to your rescue.
Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This is...
Gosh.
Andreas! Can you hear? Wake up! You are the great...
If this is your final gambit, grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon.
Return. Return to... Is this the answer that I found.
Every time we didn't even fight, we just tell us what to do.
Andreas, at long last, I have delivered your token back.
This is all that
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord
Boreas. He's returning to the ley lines.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
In my thumbnail. This is my thumbnail, yo.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their heart.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing.
Your heart, your soul, they are
Yeah.
collapsing.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf. Isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memory. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allow Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own. Then be
compared to Lupus Boreas' decision.
You have a stubborn will and employed an exceptional strategy. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably,
Hey, Varka, go on.
May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Black sword.
Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got.
Alright, let's see. Gosh.
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
Grandmaster.
The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on! To Mondstadt!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
Low pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind. Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, Then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
Gosh.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
Bruh.
Always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone. Right back at you, Varka.
You're not alone.
On me.
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Okay, I have a time. I'll just stop and take a picture, but
Leave it all to me.
what do you? Yeah, this is right. Are you there?
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
On me. On me.
Fly home to us, Grandmaster! Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn.
Fate's chosen Lupaka.
A worthy adversary. Flash! I can't fall here. Ah! Thunder! Huh? On me.
Come on. Home sweet home. Gosh. A whole strike, dog. A whole one.
And do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
I'm home.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Yeah.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh.
Gosh, all the good man sword by.
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life.
Yes, sir.
And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf.
Bruh. Roland, this one's for you.
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you.
Black sword by.
Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
Gosh. Gosh, imagine waking up in Windrise. Bruh. Any new faces? Nope.
Hey everyone. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Welcome back.
Yeah. I'm home.
I'm home. Talk to phone. So everybody does this up here. What kind of thing is that?
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you... The sword was just a decoy. I carried his soul in my own heart. The second half, though, Using everyone's thoughts to guide me back out of the ley lines?
All jokes aside, what would you have done if
And that why you
you
make
were able
we.
to separate the wolf spirit from Roland's influence?
Yeah, that's why you make we do that.
Initially, I was planning to have Barbados carry out that step. Turns out our trust was not mis-
The Outlander who caught wind.
Then, I guess we'd have had to get Barbados to send a wind to blow me, but it would have come at a heavy price. And with no guarantee. It's a good question. A glass of the...
You're dreaming if you think it would have come down.
It's been a while since I felt this wind up. Well, with the shadow of Roland vanquished, the Wild Hunt won't... A few knights will remain on rotation at the Nodcry stronghold, but everyone... Albedo and Durin will come back with the first win. See them again soon. It's been a while since I felt this wind. My future. You... Correct. Although, as things stand now, I believe we may have... Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius, I'll need to make another trip back north. There's still a lot of work to be done at the Nodcry Stronghold. Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty. How could I simply abandon them?
How noble. But be honest, your main reason for going back to Nodcry is so you can dump all your work here on Jean again, isn't it?
Lol.
I'm only pulling your leg. It's been a while since I've felt this. All right, then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer.
Gosh. What? Oh, that is the event, cause I'll do that tomorrow. Gosh. Varka quest, boy. I'm gonna say my thoughts what I'd spend my 40 reds in. Was a good quest, good quest. So yeah, since not long we haven't gotten that much story quests, only Durin and no Varka. Only Durin and no Varka, so not much to compare. But it was a good quest. I feel like the pacing was perfect. I had nothing to bash the pacing on. Good cutscene. Good character development, yes. It was good, it was good. No complaints, no complaints, but yeah. Good quest. As a story quest, if I compare it to story quest, it's a solid 8.5. It's a solid 8.5. Yeah, solid 8.5. No complaints. 0. So yeah, good quest, good quest. Roland, we got to see Roland, we got to see everybody. Power the words in the letters, so yeah. Good quest, good quest. And with that being said, that brings me to the end of today's stream. Been a good stream. It's been live for approximately 2 hours now, so yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys all in the next one. Remember to stay healthy, stay clean. It's been your boy. I'm gonna catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.